the one Andy Loewy posted right as Mr. Coach Price for aerospace engineering. Supposed to do a PowerPoint minds on that day. There's no excuse. I'll say it took a while for me to edit this video. I will continue on my project, include it as a full paragraph. So, scale of 1 through 10, you will body, the important parts, the dates, if space law did not exist, the conclusion, future reference, and what would it affect in space law. And I think the two I said on conclusion will be together as a sentence. So be mindful and pay attention, and I hope you learn something new. So let's get on to this. And yeah, I know this video is not meant for as inappropriate for classroom references as aerospace engineering, but if you said video, this is more like a commentary for me to play. So let's go on and go to the subject. My project is the Outer Space Treaty, and let's just pretend that we are in the timeline as we are in 1967 of today. The Outer Space Treaty comes into effect that the treaty was signed on January 27, the same year as of May 2013. May, when I meant May 2013, is meant that on that day of January 27, we are still waiting for everyone to sign the ratification or the agreement that we just signed on for Outer Space Treaty, and we will go to details into that. 129 countries have signed a paper or agreement. The agreement inspired by the great prospects opening up before mankind as a result of man's entry into outer space. And I know that seems really long and doesn't make no sense, or it seems unnecessary. But what that means is that the great prospects opening up before mankind as a result of man's entry in outer space, resulting as we will respect and use this as we will use it in the classroom or home. We will respect this home as we may use it, and respectfully and all that crap. So basically, if you go to grandma's house, you gotta treat her right, you gotta listen to her rules, and basically be respectful to her and do everything she says. That's basically what the whole thing says. And activities of outer space. So that means everything that we just said. Going to your grandma's house and respect her as the way we treat other people, the way we want to be treated, affects in outer space, including the moon and other natural body outside of Earth's atmosphere, such as planets and space. And this will not interfere or use as unnecessary uses like mining, war, and disposal. And those are the three important things that makes a law that we are talking about. Outer Space Treaty. Unnecessary means from preventing or from using it. So mining is from preventing using it, and mining is one of the laws that we are currently in today, which is stealing or robbing. Yeah, basically. But mining is basically illegal now because we have signed it in the United States. It's illegal because, you know, it's not natural. It did not come from the ground of Earth, and we are not authorized to go in other planets to mine other things, like such as 20 pounds of diamond that you could get, like, you know, you could become a billionaire just snap. No, we can't do that because it affects our rights, and that's the reason why we can't use it. And basically what I'm trying to say is that if you're trying to go to the bank and steal money, and you buy, you know, freaking hoverboards or freaking bling blings or ICs or whatever, and yeah, it affects you and everybody else from not getting the rights that we needed, because, you know, other people could be jealous and we can't have that, and it's just not fair. Basically, it's not fair. Mining is not fair at all. So we have that as a rule. War is a big thing. War is considered something that we should not prevent, such as the Cold War, where we launched missiles, or Cuba launched missiles and all the crap. Yeah, that's pretty scary. Imagine us shooting a missile into war in outer space of a Russian. There's a spaceship outside of Earth floating, like in Star Trek or Star Wars, just floating there normally, and we shoot a freaking missile at it, and it's, you know, Germany. And what happens when we hit the freaking base of Germany with the missile? It will cause a lot of mass destruction. like all the parts that came down from the Earth atmosphere to the ground, hitting your house and your car, will cost a lot of money to repair and years to take in order to just to be, a regular, a regular, a regular treaty. And you have to go insurance and all that, and yeah, it's just too much. We can't have that. So war is just not a right thing to do. And another one was disposal. Disposal is like waste, trash, crap, piss, and I guess that's just basically it. And dead bodies, other people started to think that maybe we should show our dead bodies in space and not worry about it. Well, you're gonna have to worry about it later on, because other people start thinking it in the Congress and all that, that we should not dispose bodies or other waste in atmosphere. Why? Because what if you took a crap a load and it just shoots off in space, and everybody does it at the same time, and the weather news says, "Hello, we are having a shitty day, so everybody get inside before you get hit by one." Yeah, we don't want to have that flying all over our face. That's disgusting. That's the good explanation why we can have disposal or waste in space, because whatever we shoot out, it will come down eventually in a few days or years or months or weeks. Who knows when it will come down. Basically, yeah, that's all I'm saying. And as well, colliding other satellites and interfering in them, we had to waste all our money just to fix it up there. So yeah, that's the reason why we can't do that. And because of that, it forbids any government claiming its resource or planet, prevents the placement of weapons of mass destruction. And we actually talked about that. Mass destruction could lead to another massive destruction if you were paying attention. That if you use mass destruction, something will bad happen eventually at your house that will collide down. Yeah, that's basically too much. But does not, however, prevent the placement of conventional items in space. And by conventional, I meant that it was accepted by most people, usual or traditional, like transportation, like buses or cars or airplanes, and technology for Earth's use, like GPSs and radio and satellites. That's pretty much it. And from the later on years in 1979, the intent was made to spread the agreement worldwide or widespread. But what happened, it didn't work. The treaty or the agreement was not signed by any major spacefaring nation, which meant to keep the nations equal and other countries fair. And yeah. Therefore, it was considered as a failure. So let's just say USA agreed, Canada agreed, South America agreed, part of Mexico agreed as well. Duh. Cuba did not agree to that. That's pretty messed up. Yeah, we have like a nasty relationship with them. Yeah, they're the one who with missiles and aircrafts. Yeah, basically. China kind of agreed. Part of Europe and Asia and Russia agreed to it, but most likely Russia did agree to it because they made a Sputnik, the first satellite to orbit around Earth to record its recordings from the atmosphere and all that, and the orbital, the x-axis, y-axis, and all that. That's pretty cool. Russia did all that stuff, and what do we do? Nothing. That's pretty much it. And that just affects other countries of being jealous, such as such as cities or other countries like Afghanistan or all that crap. But the ones that you got to pay attention to are the ones that we interfere with. So basically, from starting 9/11, those are the people that did not sign it. Japan signed it, which is a good thing. North Korea, no, sorry, I can't. Yeah, sorry. Part of India did not agree. So, but there's a lot of major countries that will, that dislike us, did not agree to it because they thought it was stupid and all that, and they knew that they're gonna use that eventually to start a war. But who knows? Who knows? So it was a complete failure for other countries to sign it. Pretty much it. But in the future, colonization or plan can become a goal for any up to space for nations to settle life in. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, with these other citizens, I'm trying to say is that this could affect of colonization, which is settlement of people shooting outer space. So shooting outer space and settle in other planets. And what happens when you settle in other planets? You gotta find food, you gotta find water, you gotta find resources. And what happens when you find resources? Illegally mining. Basically, if you dig on the ground with your freaking hand or whatever, that's illegal. So we can't have that. But if it comes to settlement in other planets, we can't really have that. It's nonsense. Doesn't make sense, really, because we signed a treaty that we should not mine, dispose, or have war on outer space and all that crap. It's illegal. It's literally illegal. You can't do that. So that's a pretty good example. This law was created to prevent them from achieving it. So basically, everything I said, disposing, war, transportation, was created to prevent them because, what happens if you find diamond on Mars? Well, you become a billionaire and you come back with the materials, and what happens? Uh, yeah, you define it for yourself. It's illegal. You gotta have like a freaking scholarship to be mining for that, or a degree for that to be mining in, or ID to mine that. And it's not fair for others to get the same treatment or the same concepts as others. So that's why we made these laws, and it kind of reflects to the Bill of Rights and the Constitution, because these were really the bill. Well, these were really the rights that we have and that make us equal and make us have fair decisions. And we made these laws from to yeah, basically we made these laws for planets. And it sounds ridiculous, but it's a pretty cool idea. So just imagine you making a law or a rule for other planets of not to do or what to do. That's pretty cool. That's the same thing as, the government saying we made these laws and or rules from not to do or for what to do or how to prevent them or so on so on. That's pretty cool. And it really reflects on others, and it makes all of us have fair decisions and not go against each other. And it's a great relationship with other countries who signed it, because we have a great relationship with space, um, giving other people information about what we learn and all that. That's pretty cool. So, pretty much it. Uh, that's pretty much it. That's everything from conclusion to body to important information. If space law did not exist, and yeah, I did say that. If you did hear me say that, basically the whole thing I just said was basically, what if it did not exist? We would have had another war, or we would have a lot of items drop out of space, and we wouldn't know what the heck it was. Yeah, basically. And the theme and the intro. So I explained everything. That's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time, and hope you liked the video, even though it was about Black Ops 3. But uh, go ahead and tell your friends what you learned. And that's pretty much it, guys. Have a great day. See ya.